What's up? Happy Saturday. Welcome to Late Night with Tice. Oh my gosh, I'm feeling so goofy today. How you doing? How you doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night, wherever you may be in the world. My name is Nadine, aka Entice, and we're back with another live day 20 of 30 days of live. Oh my gosh, it's almost over. Time literally has just flown by with going live every day. A little bit shocked about that, a little bit excited about that at the same time. I've been enjoying the experience, but it takes a lot out of me to get on these lives every day. I'm an introvert, okay? Believe it or not. I'm a little bit introverted, so these daily lives are a little much sometimes. And sometimes I don't really have a topic, and sometimes I do have an idea for what I want to do. And then it changes over the course of the day. Today, I did not charge my device, so the battery's not looking too good. So we'll see how today goes. Hopefully, it'll be short and sweet, and I don't let my battery die. But yeah, how has your day been going? That's the question. I just want to tap in with you guys and find out how your day has been. Um, my day has been okay. My day's been okay. I've actually had a pretty good day. I let myself sleep in. Hello, hello. What's up? Welcome in. I let myself sleep in because I needed that extra little Z's today. I need those extra little Z's because it's been a week. Has anyone ever just had a week that just was good, but it was also very taxing? It's been a little bit of a stressful week for me today. I ain't gonna lie. I've been putting a little bit extra pressure on myself to figure out a couple of things that I need to get sorted, but also low key been procrastinating. So, what I was actually planning for today's live, originally, I was planning on coming on and my glasses are dirty. Anyways, I was planning on coming on and just vibing and maybe I thought about maybe making a song, but the day got way ahead of me and it's already super late. And yeah, I figured, I figured I would just like pop on and just vibe and just see how your day's been going. Hopefully, you've been having a great Saturday. Today, the weather was actually nice, and I didn't get to go outside because I have been doing well, not errands, chores, I guess. Did some laundry, just little stuff around the house and whatever. So that's how my day's been going. What's up, Toddis? Bless up yourself. Bless up, Wagwan. How are you? Thanks for tuning in. How has your day been? I'm just vibing tonight. There's no topic. Just wanted to vibe, see how y'all are doing. Hey Samir, what's up? How are you? I don't know how I got so sing-songy all of a sudden. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Yeah, so that's been my day. It's been pretty chill, pretty relaxed. I was thinking about doing some song writing. It's been a while since I've written a new song. I thought about making some what you call it, like a rhythm, a beat, but I didn't end up doing that. I just got too tired. Okay, you just yap. You see, here's the thing. I I don't know what the terminologies these days. Oh boy. But is yapping is like a thing, I think. But I don't know. Like I feel so strange asking this question, but I really, I just, I don't know. I need more clarity on that. Cause I seen a video the other day was saying like the gift of yapping or the power of yapping, but I never watched it. I'm like, is that a thing? Is that what people are calling it these days? Oh my gosh. I was like, it's just meaning like talking, just like chatting, running up my mouth, as a Jamaican might say. Caribbean people might say, I run up my mouth, weep. That's what I do. I talk a lot. Got a gift to gab sometimes. Sometimes, but I do like interacting and getting to know everyone tuning in the chat, vibing. I've been doing 30 days of live, and some lives have been really interactive or just chatting and talking, asking questions, etc. And some of them I've actually had topics. I've done like a little bit of like coaching through like different experiences, sharing my own experiences. So it's been a mixed bag because going live on YouTube is not really something I've done a lot before. So I said I would do it for the month of June. I came on June 1st, and then for some reason, hey y'all, what's up? Welcome in. For some reason, I decided I would continue and do 30 days. Like, I don't know what I was thinking when I made that commitment, but I've been going strong and I'm proud of myself for real. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't gonna hold you. I'm so proud of myself. Some days I don't have the energy. Sometimes I'm exhausted. Sometimes I don't have a topic, and sometimes I do. Well, see, and that's the thing, Samir. Listen, I'm I'm not fully aware of these terminologies, and that's why I was asking. Like, I need more clarity. Is yapping just like talking, running up your mouth? So thank you for clarifying and confirming that's exactly what it is. Because yeah, that's what I do. What else am I gonna do? What else do people do on here? Like I said, the thing is, it's kind of hard for me to see people in the chat and not necessarily say something either. Cause I'm like, would that be weird? Like, I've tried to do a vibe with me where I was actually gonna do work and just, but the thing is, I can't have like the background music because of copyright and all of that stuff. And then today I was thinking about doing yeah, I do, working on it, trying to get back in the saddle with that. Um, so I was gonna work on a couple of things, but it never ended up happening. That's the live where I actually ended up singing on it. Someone asked me to sing, and I ended up singing in that live, and then never got any work done. Then sing. Okay, I don't know what to sing. Okay, let's see. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Okay, so this song, I used to sing this song all the time. People used to ask me to sing. Actually, no, let's not sing that song. That song might be controversial right now. Let me take a quick step back. Um, I feel like I need to listen to music to inspire myself to pick a song to sing. Hi, Stranger Things. What's up, Stranger Things fan? Okay, I'm gonna sing gospel. I guess we going into Sunday. I was actually thinking about coming on tomorrow and doing like a gospel thing. That might be a bop. I don't know. We'll see. Uh, thank you. I appreciate it. Okay, sing a little bit of Kirk Franklin. Love, a word that comes and goes, but few people really know what it means to really love somebody. Oh, love. Amazing Grace. That's a good one. How does that song go now? That one I was just singing. I just forgot the lyrics. Mid mid song. Okay. I probably shouldn't sing laying on my stomach. I feel crazy. But why are these lyrics going over my head? Am I getting stage fright all of a sudden? I'm like, oh Lord. Better than yapping. Okay, Samir. Samir said, yo, girl, you need to just come on here and sing. We don't want to hear you yapping. You done enough of that. Okay. You're getting contacts soon. Oh, that's exciting. I sometimes wear contacts. But if I took off my glasses right now, I probably wouldn't be able to see what y'all are writing in the chat. That would be bad. Okay. Okay. Amazing grace. How sweet The sound that saved a wretch like me. You're welcome, Vicky. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see. Okay. Any more requests? Oh boy. Ugh. I just hit myself in the face with a pillow. What other songs? I should probably just look and see what other songs I could sing. Can you sing The 30 by Billie Eilish? I wish I could. I don't even know what that song is. I'm so bad with knowing what songs are current lyrics. Honestly, I went 2 years without listening to any music at all with lyrics, any new music. Not me. Oh, did I? What did I do with that? I can't find my other device. My device is missing. Oh boy. It's okay. Samir, I feel called out. Yikes. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that feedback. I'm going to actually. Okay, so the last live I did, I think it was 8 months ago. I was actually working on a song that I never finished, and I've been planning on coming on and doing that, and I didn't. This right here is for individuals that were on yesterday's live. I have such good news, guys. My iPad absolutely does fit in the case. I'm very excited about that. And I just wanted to share that in case anyone was on yesterday's live and wanted to know that bit of information. So, what we're going to do, because Samir is like just out here, let me know, put me on notice that I need to sing more. Yes, I did. I actually love it. I love it. I am so happy I made this life decision. When I was paying for it, I wasn't happy about the life decision. Nah, but I needed a new iPad. I went live yesterday and I was sharing, I did an unboxing and I was talking about the differences and I like it so far. I haven't used it that much today because I've been doing some other stuff, but yeah, I really do like it. I'm very happy it fits in this case. The case is 99.9% of the reason why I felt inspired to get a new iPad, to be honest. So, yeah, I'm excited about that. And then back to the singing topic real quick. I the last time I was on here talking about singing and stuff, someone did make a good point about making sure that I am protecting my music before I come on here and do it, but like in the creative process, if I'm just writing the song, you know what I'm saying? I can't really do it. You know what? I appreciate that, Samir. I had considered doing that ages ago, but your girl has a little bit of stage fright, just a little bit of stage fright. So I didn't actually move forward with it, but I appreciate that. I am definitely going to consider that. So thank you for sharing that feedback. And that's why I've been enjoying these lives, honestly, because it gives me an opportunity to chat with you guys and get your viewpoint on stuff. Instrument, no, I don't play any instruments anymore. I used to play piano. I dabbled in playing drums a little bit, but no, I have considered picking up a new instrument. I would love to play the harp. I think I mentioned that in one of these other lives I did. I would love to play the harp. That sounds like it would be a vibe. Oh, your mom has the same case? Okay, me and your mom are twinning. Hey, I love this case. This case was a gift, actually. My mom got me this case, and I'm like, I must get an iPad that fits in it because my old iPad absolutely does not fit in it. So I need to do that. What is that? The case, Samir, or are you asking about something else? The iPad case I got as a gift, and therefore it needed a new iPad to fit in it because my old iPad did not fit. So I really do like it. It's really nice. I like it. I like it so much that I'm just observing it and not actually using it, which is terrible. Oh, the instrument I talked about. Okay, the harp. So the harp is it's a string instrument, and it's kind of like what you would see like if you've ever seen any like movies and stuff where they show like angels in heaven like playing an instrument. Typically they're playing the harp. It's like a big instrument, and then you like have to drag your fingers across it. You know what I'm saying? Do you kind of like, you know? Yeah. Oh my gosh, thank you. Stranger Things fan. I appreciate that. Okay, how am I doing? I'm actually doing really, really good. Anything good happened. My iPad is like a really good thing that's happened. The day so far has been good. I got some stuff accomplished. I did my laundry today. Girls got to do laundry and all of that. I kind of vibed out, relaxed. I am not Muslim. I've not read the Quran. I'm actually interested. I have been interested in reading it. I'm really big on understanding different religions, different belief systems. Um, but I have not yet read it. There's a few spiritual texts I would like to read. I've only read the Bible. I was born Christian, so the Bible is the only spiritual text that I've read for real. Samir, I don't have a harp. Harps are probably extremely expensive. I don't think I've actually even seen one in an instrument store, but I'm definitely going to look into it. Another one that actually I think would be neat to play would be violin. I've thought about playing the bass, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. So currently, the last instrument I used to play is piano. It's been a long time since I played a piano, but that was my instrument. And I actually learned to play by ear. I was like, how old was I? Like 9 or 10. I used to write songs when I was pretty young. And I had a keyboard and I was playing around on the keyboard, and I taught myself how to play uh okay, Stranger Things. Thanks for vibing with me. Hope to see you again soon. Oh, you are welcome for the polite response. Being honest. I think it's interesting to understand different individuals based on like their beliefs. You can learn a lot about a person when you have take the time to really just understand where they're coming from. Thank you, Samir. Yeah, I think it's very important. I think the world, unfortunately, the world we live in, it puts a lot of people against each other. Like there's this belief that if we don't believe the same thing that we're enemies, which I don't believe in. And like I said, I was raised Christian, but I hate the fact that things like politics and religion are used to divide people. So I don't like that. And I think it's very important to understand because at the core of things, if you peel back most religions, the core of the religion is pretty much the same thing from what I've seen, right? And whatever higher power you believe in, that higher power is driven by love, the greatest force of all, right? So I think it's important to really just understand people and not judge people by anything. Like I've talked about that in previous lives, like defining people based on how they look is crazy to me. Thank you, Samir. I appreciate that. I actually just came across someone recently that is Muslim. I've spoken to some people that are Muslim before. Like I've had friends from all different walks of life. I've had friends that are Hindi. I have sorry, that are Hindu. Sorry. Um so they're Hindu, and I learned a lot about their culture growing up in school. I have actually some friends that are Muslim. from way back when, but they didn't even really talk about religion that much. Of course, like Christian friends, Catholic versus, and when you get into Christianity, there's so many different denominations, right? There's Catholic, there's Apostolic, there's Pentecostal, there's Baptist, there's Seventh day Adventist. Your girl's aware of all of them, okay? So I think it's just important to love people and to understand other people's culture, being open minded and wanting to understand other people, wanting to understand the way they think and how they move through life. I try to be open minded in that regards. And ultimately, it's just respecting people because you not knowing how someone thinks and their motives and their intentions and how they move through life and just judging them based on the religion they practice is crazy. Most people practice the religion that they practice for one of two reasons typically. Either they were born into that religion and that's just the religion that their family, their culture, you know, practice. And then for other people, they had some sort of enlightenment that brought them to that religion, right? And everybody in the world is navigating their own life experience. We are all made to be different. How boring would the world be if we were all exactly the same, right? So I think it's important to understand other people's perspectives and understand, you know, their religions and their beliefs and why they believe what they believe and, you know, the dedication to their faith. I think that's all important. I think it tells you a lot about a person, right? So, yeah. Samir is on my neck. Okay, so to achieve the good content, Nadine must sing more songs. And I got you. Okay. There's so many good songs and I just need to get better. Oh, okay. So that's what you mean with yapping. Well, I do sensible talk. Samir, hello. You need to go back. You need to go back and see. I do sensible talks. I talk about a lot of stuff. I talked about burnout and my experience with burnout and what I recommend to people that have been through burnout. You don't think that's a sensible talk? I think that's sensible. I talked about taking action, the importance of taking action. I talked about books. I shared books that I've read and what I learned from them and why I think they're good books to read. Do I know piano? I used to play piano ages ago. It's been a long time since I played piano. Very long time. Probably extremely rusty, but I thoroughly enjoyed playing piano. I enjoy playing instruments. I enjoy creativity, all creativity. I just love experiencing life from different creative avenues, which actually reminds me, that's actually what I wanted to do. I wanted to build a beat on today's live and then make a little song or whatever, but I didn't. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. Yeah, it is your first live. And I appreciate you vibing with me. And I appreciate you being so interactive. And I also appreciate you wanting me to have better content. I think that's dope. Because you could have just been like, "Okay, girl, you're boring. I'm on to the next live." But you stayed around and you're like, "Okay, what else? What else you're gonna do?" Oh, okay. Yeah, so I was in piano lessons for a couple years and then I didn't go back, but I used to play piano. I don't own a keyboard anymore, so I can't even really practice like on an actual instrument. But you know what? I know GarageBand, I think, has an on-screen keyboard. Yeah, they do. And I've just never gone in there. And honestly, I think the biggest thing for me, what has really kept me from exploring more of my creative pursuits, is just time and life. You know, live life. That's what I was looking to say. Life can really be one of the driving factors that allow us to either do more of what we love or less of what we love, depending on our situation, where we're at in life, and the goals that we're trying to achieve. So there's that. But yeah, I don't know if I would teach piano just because I'm so rusty. I've literally not played a piano in many, many many years. I would not be the right candidate to teach piano. When it comes to music, I don't think that's something that I would particularly teach, unfortunately. I would recommend other people. I know other people that are well versed, that are way more knowledgeable about music to teach it. I would teach on a lot of different things. Like I teach I can speak English. I'm obviously very tired right now. I can teach other topics. Like I teach about mindset, business, marketing, finance. There's a lot of other things that I feel like I'm a little bit better equipped to teach than music, unfortunately. But I do appreciate you providing that idea. You're full of ideas. I like that. You're giving visionary. I love that. There's a song that's in my head, but I am not going to sing it because it's a new song to me and I feel like I would just ruin it. What's my profession other than yapping? Okay, well, as of right now, I like to consider myself a relationship manager. That's the name I came up with recently. Relationship manager. Um just because I spend a lot of my days working with like customers, clients, helping them get a better understanding of what they need and how I can support them through different avenues. So, um, I work in mental health, but I also work in business and marketing and finance. So, I work with a client, like a clinic that helps individuals in mental health. So I help them with their client care and I also do the marketing, like social media marketing. So I do have my own business that I haven't really been as active in as of late. Uh, I started over with a few things. I moved. There's a lot of like life changes I had. So I kind of put my business a little bit on a pause and I need to get back into it. But I do marketing and I do finance. So a lot of what I do is really just helping people understand what it is they need in these industries and helping them to connect with that. Yeah, I guess so. That's my analytical side, right? So I'm super analytical. I've tried to deny that for many years, but yeah, that's where the yapping comes from. I like to teach people. I like to help people have a better understanding. I used to do mentorship and coaching a lot, so I would work through different frameworks with individuals. People always say I should be a teacher, but I just like helping people understand things. I like to help people. And a part of helping people sometimes is helping them understand and see things differently and teach them things that they didn't know that can help them, right? And then the creative part of me, like singing, uh anything music related really for the most part except for playing instruments heavily. Hey Rob, thanks for being here. Yes, business and life coaching, pretty much. Pretty much, yeah. In a nutshell. Um, at the clinic that I work with, my clinical director is trying to convince me to become a therapist. I just don't really want to go to school again for all those years to do all of that, but we shall see. It's something that I'm naturally adept to. So I'm grateful for that, to have that natural skill and ability. So you never know. Right now through life, there's just so much stuff I'm interested in. I think I had mentioned this in another live. I could talk for days when it comes to beauty, skincare, makeup, fashion, spirituality, finance, business, marketing, music, creativity, food, nutrition, fitness. Yeah, absolutely, Rob. And that's the thing too. That's why I come on here, as Samir said, I come on here and I yap, 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 just in hopes that something that I say will inspire someone or help someone or stick with someone, change someone's day, motivate them, inspire them, right? Just because the world that we live in, there's so much happening and so many people are heavy. So many people feel burdened by life. And if I can come and just say something to inspire people, then that really would make my day. I would feel like I'm fulfilling my purpose in life. But then also, as Samir also pointed out, is sometimes the creativity wins, just coming on and vibing and singing and just, you know, being creative is also a good way to help inspire people. That's why music artists are thriving because their music helps people, right? Oh, a good question. Teach you something about business that will help in 2026. Okay. Business, business, business. When it comes to this climate of business, it's very important that you are trying to make sure that you're putting yourself in a position where people can remember you. What makes you memorable? Very important. And I'm saying that in regards to all businesses, the information I'm giving, the what I'm teaching you right now, or what I'm saying to you right now, it's effective for all businesses, small businesses, startup businesses, large businesses. Large businesses typically already know this. That's why they're the size that they are. But you want to make sure that you're always staying relevant. You want to make sure that you are being seen by your ideal clients and customers, right? So, a part of that, a notch down from that, which is very important, you need to understand who your ideal clients and customers are. You need to understand who you're speaking to. You need to understand your ideal client as much as you understand yourself. And that's why a lot of people in business, especially people that have been successful in business, their ideal client and customer is typically a version of themselves that they were before they solved a problem, or it's a loved one, like a family member, a friend that went through an experience and they helped them overcome it, or they saw them overcome it, right? So, super important. You want to make sure that you're paying attention to who you serve and then getting in front of them so they know that you can help them with whatever their problem is. Yes, thank you. I appreciate that. And that's a thing too. So, like, content creation obviously is something that I do. I've been doing content creation for many years. And when it comes down to it, I've been a little bit in my head, like with my YouTube channel about creating content. I did Vlogmas. And the thing about Vlogmas is like you have to record the video. And then I want to go in and like edit it a little bit, like, want to put a little intro on there, want to put a little, little music in the background, a little finesse, to make it appealing to watch. But let's be honest, sometimes I literally have so much going on that I don't have the time. And after doing Vlogmas, it's good because I can get the content out. I can't overthink the content. I literally just have to record, edit it as good as I can get it, and then put it out, right? And I even fell behind on that because it was a lot to do. And then on June 1st, when I came on, I did my first live. I was like, I've been thinking, because after Vlogmas, I was uploading like one video a month. And I'm like, huh, that doesn't really seem effective. It's not really giving exactly what I need it to give. So I just need to go live. I just need to go live. And then I can just chop up the videos, repurpose the videos into short form, And like you said, yes, Rob, absolutely. With AI, it's microwave, right? That too. You see what I'm saying? And maybe we should even talk about that one day. Like the whole AI situation. There's a lot of people that really hate AI. There's a lot of people that really love AI. I hate to say this, but I'm on the fence with AI because there's things I love about it, and I absolutely do use it. We low key, we all use it. Even the people that hate it, they using it too. It's just, if you got a cell phone, you're using AI because all these phones have this like built right into it. So it's just one of those things that obviously it's here to stay. It's not going nowhere, right? Now, with that being said, whew, AI can really make your life easy. It can be very helpful. And I think the dangers with AI, I actually went on a little bit of a tangent with one of my friends talking about that. And I think the dangers with AI is just that a lot of people rely on it so much to the point that they've stopped critical thinking, which is terrible. Oh my gosh, Samir, you're an AI engineer? Yo, we need to have some conversation. Samir, you need to you need to be the one dropping that tea. You need to be dropping that T on AI. Help us understand AI better. Like I said, I'm on the fence with it. There's a lot of really great things about it. I'm not going to bash AI. I actually quite enjoy it. I was weary at first. I didn't jump on it right at the beginning. I waited a little bit. And then I said, okay, let me dabble. And I was kind of nervous, right? Because people are just like, oh no, AI, blah, blah, blah. So I dabbled with it a little bit, right? I'm like, okay, let me just, see what it can do. And now I use AI every day. I'm sorry. I do. I do. I can't lie. Um because people are just like, just how when it first came out, I didn't really know what to expect. And people are, the fear mongers, they're the first ones like, oh, AI is the devil, blah, blah, blah. Right. And I'm like, okay, let me just see what it's about. And now, like I said, I'm on it every day. I spend a lot of time on AI because it's helpful. It's very helpful. It's very helpful. A lot of people are actually switching over from Google to AI. People are asking ChatGPT where the best salon is instead of going on Google and asking Google. So that's another thing too, is like changing in just the way people use technology. And AI can do some really dope stuff. I ain't even gonna lie. However, I think the thing is, it's always the tool. This is what I always say. Whenever there's a new tool, it's never really about the tool itself. It's more so about the individual using the tool and their intentions on why they're using the tool and how they're using the tool. Because if you look at a knife, I love this one. This is my like the favorite metaphor when it comes to this. If you take a knife, people typically are using knives to cut food, to cook, to eat, right? They need the knife to be able to digest the food easier. Whereas that same knife can kill somebody, right? And then again, even in that context, is it self-defense or is it just because you're just using knives to kill people? Like, you know what I mean? Exactly, Rob. Right on point. It has its purpose and people don't really know how to use it, so they fear it. Yes, facts. Yes, exactly, Samir. And that's the thing. A lot of people are afraid of it. I'm not afraid of it. My thing is, it's not that I'm afraid of it. I think my biggest things are regulation. Fernando, back in the building. Hey, thanks for being here. Yeah, so I think the thing is, when it comes down to AI, and I think about the regulation of it, for example, again, going back to the music topic, because the music topic has been heavy today, right? So with the music, AI can do a whole track, can do a whole song. Lyrics hitting, vocals are sounding good, the music is right on point. You're like, yo, for example, we've seen that. I'm sure we've all seen it. I'm not going to get into actually any specific details or specific examples right now. I'm sure we've all seen it, right? Maybe I should do a live specifically on this topic. But it's crazy how you can make a song on AI in literally 30 seconds. Boom, full song, done, right? However, there are musicians who have practiced years to be able to come up with their certain sound, and artists that have put out all this music. And now AI is being trained on this information, and a lot of artists and creatives are feeling some type of way about that. And I can understand that, because if you work so hard and spent money and effort and energy to develop these skills, and then now AI is just gonna sample your stuff and like basically learn how to make music sound good, sampling your music, and you're not being attributed, you're not being appreciated, you're not being compensated. I can understand why people would feel some type of way, right? Thank you, Samir. Absolutely. It cannot replace human creativity. The moments you've seen in your life, you write them as songs. AI will only write that song it has seen that are already written. Okay. Exactly. And that's the thing. Why I said I'm on the fence about it, because I understand the feelings of those people. But for example, for myself, I try to make beats, right? One of my producer friends is always telling me it's crazy how your beats sound so good, but theoretically they're incorrect because I don't have formal training in making beats, right? So it sounds good when you hear it at first glance, but if you really break it apart, there's so many things wrong with it because I have not been trained to know exactly how it's supposed to be. I'm just going based off of the vibe. And I feel like I'm good at catching a vibe and being able to put things together and understanding what sounds good and what doesn't sound good. Right. And that's what I enjoy. And that's one of the reasons also. And this is so good. Fernando, I don't know if you're still here, but Samir, I'm telling you, the way you've been coming through with this stuff, I literally had some conversations days ago about these same topics. So I love that you're here and sharing this. Your creativity is beyond its thinking capabilities. Your vocals are different than anyone in the world. So don't be afraid. Absolutely. And I think that's the thing, though, is that people get. So actually, there's a lady I saw on Instagram, and she came on and she was pretty upset because she was working with a producer, and the producer thought it would be fun to take her vocals and run it through AI. And then now AI has been sampled on her vocals. So now she's, I guess, afraid now other people are going to have access to her style of singing because now it's been trained on her vocals. And she was mad because she's like, I've invested so much money, so much time, so much effort developing my sound. And now it's just on AI and anybody can create a song using her vocal style. Right. So, oh, Fernando, you're still here. What's up, man? Yeah, I called out your name because you were bringing up some stuff in one of the lives too. And I thought that it was so dope that it's kind of happening again today, where things that I was talking about are being brought up in the live. So, yeah, that's dope. That's dope. That is so dope. So, one of the things that I was talking about to someone yesterday was the fact that when it comes down to creativity, a lot of times people prevent themselves from being creative because they're so in their head about it not being the way that it should be. It's not being up to par. It's not being on a certain level or a certain standard according to experts, right? But the thing about creativity, even though there are the certain standards, there's no wrong way to be creative per se. You know, once you have an idea and you put it out there, that's the beauty of creativity. And then you can take that idea and you can always transform it and tweak it and improve it, etc. You know? So like for example, there's a couple tracks that I worked on last year. Hopefully, one of them will be released before the end of 2026. But because I'm not trained, formally trained in music composition, they're not necessarily right. And therefore I had to run it by a producer who was like, yeah, no, it's not right. But we can finesse it. We can finesse it. We can change some things, and that's the thing about creativity that's beautiful as well, is that often where you start is not where you end. It's not at all where you end. Because one of the songs that I wrote, it was actually, I wouldn't say a rap per se. It was more so like poetry in a sense when it came to the vocals. And then I realized after one of my friends heard it and kind of questioned why I did it like that, I didn't think I could sing on that beat. And then it's like, oh wait, I actually can sing on that beat. So now I want to go back and get some studio time so I can actually sing on that beat and see how it turns out. Yeah, absolutely. You're right, Samir. Thank you for pointing that out. I'm so glad that you're on here. I feel like we need to have a more in-depth conversation about AI because like you said, so many people fear it and it's because they don't understand it. Rob said earlier, I don't know if Rob's still here, but he had mentioned that, AI has its purpose and they fear it because they don't really know where it fits for them. And I think a lot of people are I guess kind of thinking in advance as to how, oh, hey, thanks for confirming you're still here. I think a lot of people are seeing it as the future of AI because AI is constantly evolving. Literally, if you turn off all information about AI for 2 weeks and come back, you're going to have to learn it all over again. I'm telling you. Don't ask me how I know. I've experienced that where I've been dabbling in an AI product or a service and trying to figure out a couple of things. And then life gets busy for 2 weeks and I come back and I'm like, oh, that updated, that changed, that's different now. Okay, that can do that now, couldn't do that before. It's it changes so quickly. Technology is moving so quickly. And it can be very overwhelming and I think very scary for some people that just can't keep up with all the constant changes that are happening with AI and in technology and things like that, right? So can't blame them for real. But it's important to have individuals like yourself, Samir, who understand it, who can explain it in a way that makes sense, in a way that is not as intimidating. So people aren't fearing it as much. But a lot of the ways that I've seen AI discussed has been a little bit of fear behind it. So we'll just have to see. I think it's still also very early to tell how things are going to go with AI. I've heard that there are some regulations that they're putting in for certain things. Um, but yeah, we'll just have to see how it goes. Okay, I'm going to read what you're saying, Samir. Integrate it in your life as assistant. Use it as much as you can. Learn how to use the different tools to speed up your work. Otherwise, you'll be left behind. It's life, you have to learn new things. I agree. I agree. And I'm on it. I'm trying. I'm trying. Okay. I use it as much as I can. It helps me a lot in my workflow to speed up a lot of things. And I'm still learning different ways that I can use it because I think that's another thing too. The more well versed I become with AI, the more I'll be able to produce. And I think that's what really excited me about it once I really started understanding it, is because I do a lot of things on my own. Um I'm pretty introverted. I'm very self-sufficient. I, a lot of the stuff I've done is like solopreneur work, and coming up to this time in my life and realizing how many things that AI can help me with so I'm not having to physically do it myself is mind-blowing. Yeah, you're right. You're right, Rob. There are a lot of free trainings and courses. YouTube University has a lot of stuff too. Okay, so Samir, my AI deck, there's a few things going on. Number one, I used to use Perplexity, but I started using Chat GPT a little bit more. I do like chat. I use it pretty much every day for even just random stuff. So I use chat a lot. Um, Another one that I'm kind of dabbling in for the music aspect is Suno. I learned about Suno last year. I was watching a live with Timberland. I think this was before he actually ended up. I think he's a part owner of it now or something like that. So it was before he was even doing all of that. He had mentioned it, so I looked it up and I dabbled with it. I've not been on it that much recently, but it's changed a lot and it looks like it's improved. So Suno's another one. Canva. Canva has a ton of AI stuff built into it nowadays. They've actually, I think they bought out Leonardo AI, and they're kind of connected now. I was using Leonardo before they joined with Canva because that was the first one that I had heard about. Um, and there's so many more now, but I still use Leonardo just because like, and I pay for them, and the month goes by so quick. I don't even use up my credits with how quickly time is going by. You know what? I've used Claude before and I liked it. And I think I was using the free version and then I had stopped using it. And I just recently, I actually just started paying for chat this year. And I think that's the thing. Is like now that I'm so invested into Chat GPT, I'm like, Should I switch to Claude? I thought about it. I don't know. I'm just like I have hope. I have hope for chat. Let me know your thoughts on chat. Why do you say to drop chat? And I've looked into a couple of things and I've seen some people say some stuff. Some people still recommend having both chat and Claude. So I'm curious to get your perspective on that. But yeah, I really like Perplexity, but I stopped using it. There was another chatbot that I had got first before I decided to get chat, the paid version of chat. I can't remember the name of it right now, but it had basically all of them. So it had, I think it was, what's it called? DeepSeek, Gemini, ChatGPT, Claude, Perplexity, Grok. Anyways, I think that's all of them. But it basically had all of the LLMs together in one platform. But I didn't find it as useful because you couldn't add like attachments or anything like that. So I ended up not continuing with it. So chat, I use chat a lot of times to clarify thoughts. So like for example, I sometimes like how I come on these lives, I can get kind of rambly, right? So I'll just like say a whole bunch of stuff and say, okay, help me organize these thoughts. So I use it like that to help me organize thoughts. I use it to help me, like for example with my descriptions here on YouTube, I use it a lot to help me figure out how to write the descriptions. I ask it to help me like even like learn my processes. So for example, if I have an idea and I'll map it out and then I'll come back and be like, okay, based on this information, what are your thoughts on this that I'm providing you, right? So I kind of use it as a creative partner in a sense. I use it to help me kind of get more clarity on my thoughts, go deeper into my thoughts. And I feel like it understands me. This is gonna sound so crazy. I feels like it understands me on a level that even like most humans don't understand me. It's weird. It's gonna sound crazy. Can't believe I'm saying this live on the internet for the whole internet to see. But and the joke is because I've had friends that have said to me, "Is like, what are you, AI?" Like this was before AI was big, and I'm like, I don't even know why you're trying to compare me to AI. I've never even used AI before at that time, so I thought it was funny. But now that I use AI, I'm like, oh, I understand what people meant now. But it's just like the way that it's able to kind of, kind of understand. Or I use it a lot if I'm researching information, right? So I'll be like, do a Google search on this and then compare it to this, right? So the way my brain works and the way my brain connects certain dots, I feel like it's good at helping me understand why my brain connects the thoughts in the way that it connects it. So that way it's easier for me to explain it or to write it down or to come up with some sort of process. For example, in business, if I'm like, hey, I'm trying to do this and I'm trying to do that, I use it a lot with that, like trying to figure out processes, trying to figure out if I'm having like too many different steps in my process, if I need to cut processes. It just, because I think at a pretty high level and it just helps me to think at a higher level. See, and that's the thing too, Samir. I try to put on Truth Protocol, and now that I have Truth Protocol on it, it's actually kind of annoying because I'm like, if you can't confirm it, if you can't, and I'm like, now it's annoying because it actually double checks and cross checks everything. And that's the thing. I argue it with it all the time because I do notice ChatGPT, if you don't put it in like those settings in there to say like question everything, it's just gonna say you're right. So yeah. But I've just been yapping and missing all the stuff you've been saying. So Gemini is great if you use the Pro model with different thinking levels for advanced tasks. Thank you. I appreciate that. Gemini 3.1 Pro for these kind of tasks. Okay. Yeah, Rob, crazy until it works out. Absolutely. Absolutely. So yeah, I think chat has been serving its purpose for me. I've used Gemini a little bit, but it's not necessarily my go-to. And it's just because I don't necessarily have time right now. I have so many moving parts happening in my life at the moment that learning, like spending the time to learn all these tools right now is not necessarily my best use of time. So I'm using what works. And then I feel like once I get certain things going to a certain point, then I can research a little bit more and see what I need to change. But yeah, it's been good. And I feel good about it. Um, and it's just neat to see how much these different tools are evolving. But we'll see, because it's just going to continue to evolve and continue to change. And I greatly appreciate this conversation. Rob and Samir, you guys hanging out with me and us getting into these topics. It's been a vibe for sure. It's almost an hour since I've been on here, and my phone is going to die soon because I didn't charge it. That was not a good idea. But this live didn't go how I thought it would go. And that's one of the things I've been enjoying about doing these lives, is because even when I don't have a topic, usually it still ends up being good. I connect with people in the chat and we vibe out, right? So, yeah, I'm going to head out for the night, Samir. It's been so cool vibing with you. I hope you'll come back and vibe with me again. I am going live every single day for the next, well, until the end of the month. So I guess there's 10 more days left, 10 lives left. And what else was I going to say? Usually I come on a lot earlier than this, but today I had a day. I was just doing all this stuff, but we'll see what time I come on tomorrow. So if you're not already subscribed, definitely go ahead and subscribe so you can get the notification when I go live. So today I came on at about 10:30ish p.m. I'm on Eastern time. Typically I come on around, I shouldn't even say typically. Yeah, I guess it's usually between 7 p.m. and 9 p.m. typically during the week, but I came on a little bit later tonight. But yeah. Thanks, Rob. Appreciate it. Thanks for being here. Thank you, Samir. It's been great vibing with you. And yeah, I look forward to vibing with you again. Hopefully, I'm hoping that once the 30 days of lives are over, I might come up with like an actual schedule to go live, like probably not every day, maybe like once or twice a week, depending on how that works for everyone. I live in Canada. I'm in Ontario. So that's where I'm at. All right, y'all. Thanks again for being here. Looking forward to vibing with you again. And I am out. Peace.